to triumph!
Minions have spawned.
From abusing children for weeks on end to cutting up and disposing of bodies, we take a look at 10 of the worst babysitters ever. Number 10. Agnes Wong. In 2007, Agnes Wong was hired to look after 16-year-old Hugo Wednesday. On January 25th, Hugo was taken to a children's hospital in Manchester after incurring serious head trauma due to being swung around by his parents. Wong had been abusing the child for the past few weeks, and by this point, he was covered in bite marks, bruises, and burns, and had been severely beaten. Wong claims she only disciplined the child when he was being naughty, and that he got the burn marks from messing around with a hair dryer. Hugo died on January 26th, and Wong was charged with his murder a few days later. Wong was sentenced to 5 years in jail for the crime, but in a highly controversial decision, she only served 2 years, after which she was paid $7,000 to go back to Malaysia. Number 9. Marquita Birch. In May 2012, when William Cunningham was just 1 year old, he was being looked after for a few weeks by Marquita Birch, a friend of his mother. On Friday the 25th, Birch told police that the toddler had wandered off while they were in a park that night. While police, firefighters, and neighbors searched for over 5 hours, Birch's story started to unravel. She eventually confessed that the toddler was dead, hidden in the closet at her cousin's house. Birch claims she wasn't responsible for his death, and that she just found him at the bottom of the stairs on May 23rd, having given him ibuprofen before putting him to bed the previous night. Upon finding him, still alive, instead of taking him to the hospital, she panicked, put him in a garbage bag, and stashed him. She was sentenced to 19 and a half years in prison. Number 8. Gabriela Gonzalez. 25-year-old Gabriela Gonzalez was smuggled illegally into the U.S. and forced into prostitution 7 years ago. She managed to leave that life behind and moved in with a number of people in Richmond, Virginia. In October 2011, one of the women she lived with went to Maryland in search of work, and Gonzalez was left in charge of her 2-year-old daughter, Kiri Nicole. Unfortunately, Kiri was suffering from a bad rash, and Gonzalez couldn't get her to stop crying. Her frustration with the toddler grew until she snapped. Gonzalez violently shook the 2-year-old and beat her head against a bathtub. Kiri was placed on life support, but died after 3 days. Gonzalez was given the maximum sentence of 20 years and is no longer allowed to see her own child. Number 7. William Howard Lale. William Howard Lale is being charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of child abuse after his girlfriend left her 2 children in his care. On a Saturday night, a panicked Lale ran out of the house looking for help, ran back in, and re-emerged with 20-month-old Jaden's body. Jaden was dead, but paramedics came for his 3-year-old sister, Kylie, who was with another neighbor by that. This neighbor noticed that not only did Kylie have fresh marks from being scalded on her head, shoulders, and legs, she also had ones that were obviously there from a while back. She was taken to a hospital and treated, while Lale was arrested. Although bail has been set at $100,000 for the charges of child abuse against Lale, the charge of murder means he can't get out. Number 6. Elzbieta Plakowska. On October 30th, 2012, Elzbieta Plakowska was looking after her friend's 5-year-old daughter, Olivia, along with her own 7-year-old, Justin. That night, she stabbed her son 100 times and Olivia 50 times, killing both of them. After being arrested, Plakowska repeatedly changed her story. At first, she adamantly denied having murdered the children, saying somebody had broken in and killed them while she was out for a smoke. Soon after, she admitted to killing them because she thought they were possessed by the devil. Later, the devil was replaced by the evil of society. She also claimed to have heard voices in her head and tried to use her father's recent passing as an excuse for her instability. In spite of her many confessions, Elzbieta pleaded not guilty in November last year and is undergoing psychiatric evaluation to determine if she can be deemed fit to stand trial. Number 5. Frederick Mitchell. In March 2013, Frederick Mitchell, a 21-year-old man from Cincinnati, was babysitting 6-month-old Elliot Magadicci, the son of one of Mitchell's housemates. At some point during the day, Mitchell threw him into a wall for reasons unknown. Elliot was taken to the hospital, where he died a few days later. Mitchell's mother, Angela, claims he suffers from blackouts and stresses that she firmly believes the tragedy was just an accident with felonious assault.
Killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Forward. To triumph! A Demacian does not retreat. Sound the march! Their lives are forfeit.
You have slain an enemy.
Perish with honor. Always forward. A Demacian does not retreat. Victory calls.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The warrior spirit is never broken. To triumph! It shall be done. My king commands. Only actions truly speak.
slain.
Fate has made its choice.
An enemy has been slain.
To triumph! Sound the march!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Only actions truly speak.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
Been slain. An ally has been slain.
A Demacian does not
Your
retreat.
turret has been destroyed.
Always forward.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Down, done.
You have slain an enemy. Enemy killing spree.
Victory calls. Always forward. Victory calls. Sound the march.
An enemy has been slain.
A Demacian does not retreat. Only action truly speaks.
An enemy has been slain.
This question to rest.
An enemy has been slain.
Press the assault. It shall be done. Triumph! The warrior spirit is never broken.
Killing spree. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
To triumph!
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Always forward.
Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain.
Victory calls. Only actions truly speak. Sound the march.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Enemy has been slain. An enemy has
It
been
shall be
slain.
done.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
A Demacian does not retreat. Victory calls.
An ally has been slain.
A march.
Unstoppable.
The
An
warrior
ally has
spirit
been
is
slain.
never broken.
Rampage.
My king commands.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Victory calls. A Demacian does not retreat.
Godlike. Your turret has been destroyed.
Only
Your
action is
team
true.
has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Legendary. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Their lives are forfeit.
Legendary. Shut down. Double kill. Triple kill. Shut down.
To triumph!
Has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Always forward. It shall be done.
slain.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Sound the march. Only actions truly speak. Victory calls.
Enemy killing spree.
It shall be done.
An ally has been slain.
My king commands. Always forward. Demacia, retreat. To triumph!
Double kill. The enemy double kill. Ace. Your team has taken an inhibitor.
Now put this question to rest.